Let's be honest, EVs are no longer new. There are more options than ever before, prices are slowly coming down, and yet the adoption in our country is relatively small. In fact, EVs make up about 4 to 5% of passenger vehicle sales in our country today, and that isn't because people aren't interested. It's because most buyers are asking the same questions. Will it last? Can I count on it every day? And what happens when something goes wrong? Because buying an EV isn't just about the car anymore. It's about everything around it, which is exactly where this comes in. This is Maruti Suzuki's VITARA. And instead of building just another electric SUV, they've built something that answers those questions head on. At first glance, it does what a VITARA should, look like an SUV. It has a muscular look and demands on-road presence, but does all of this without screaming, "I'm electric," just for the sake of it. But look closer, and you notice this design isn't just about form, it's about function too. For instance, take the underbody of the car, which is flat to allow for smoother airflow. And up front, you've got a smart grille with adaptive shutters that open and close depending on the VITARA's cooling needs, which means better efficiency when you're cruising and better thermal control when you need it. It's subtle, but it's smart. Now, before you even get into the car, this is where the ownership experience begins. This is the E4Me app. And it's not just a gimmick, it's the backbone of the whole ecosystem. For instance, you can lock and unlock the car remotely and even plan your trips with charging stops built in. But here's the bigger picture. Maruti Suzuki is backing this up with over 2,000 charging points at their own outlets. And through the same app, you get access to over 12,000 chargers across different networks. You can locate them, navigate to them, and even pay for charging directly from your phone. Add to that nationwide roadside assistance and quick response two-wheeler support in cities, and all of a sudden living with an EV seems a whole lot less complicated. Step inside the cabin, and this is where a dedicated EV platform really makes a difference. Because unlike converted ICE cars, this one has been designed to be an EV from the ground up, which means better packaging, more space, and a cabin that just feels airier. There's a large glass area, a sunroof that lets light flood in, ventilated front seats, and a 10-way powered driver's seat. And at the back, you've got sliding rear seats. So whether you're driving or being driven, it's built to be comfortable, not just occasionally, but every single day. Of course, none of this matters if the car can't go the distance. So we're heading out of town towards Pawna Lake, which will give us a good mix of traffic, highway, open roads, and this is where the VITARA will show its strengths. Because with a real-world range of over 470 kilometers, you're not constantly thinking about charging. You just drive. But range is only one part of the story. The bigger question is longevity, and that is where the engineering underneath really matters. The battery tech here has been globally proven with a long lifespan and strong thermal management to handle Indian conditions. It's been put through some extreme testing, including nail penetration tests to ensure safety. And it doesn't stop there. With over 10 lakh kilometers of testing, with even the doors put through 45,000 cycles of open and closed testing. It may sound excessive, but it's exactly the kind of testing that builds long-term trust. And the rest of the car backs that up too. The VITARA has a body structure that uses 60% high and ultra-high tensile steel. Then there's safety. The VITARA gets 5-star BNCAP rating, 7 airbags, and a full 360-degree camera system. And what stands out is the Level 2 ADAS suite. And importantly, it's been tuned for Indian conditions. Features like adaptive cruise control and auto brake hold might seem small on paper, but in daily traffic, they make quite a difference. Inside, the tech follows the same philosophy. It's not overwhelming, just intuitive. The large touchscreen is easy to navigate. The digital instrument cluster gives you all the information you need in a nice and clean layout, and even the steering adjustability has been designed so you're never blocking your view of the display. It's the kind of tech you don't have to learn, you just get in and use it. As we get closer to Pawna Lake, the road starts to wind in tighter with the occasional rough patch thrown in. Ride quality absorbs broken surfaces without feeling soft, handling stays composed through corners, and even on slightly rough patches, it doesn't feel out of its depth. It may be an EV, but it certainly knows how to be an SUV. So where does that leave us? Well, what the VITARA does is simple. It takes an electric car and it makes it a whole lot more trustworthy. With a real-world range of over 470 kilometers, a battery as a service that starts at Rs 10.99 lakh plus 3.99 per kilometer, a 7.2 kilowatt home charger, a 8-year battery warranty along with a 3-year standard vehicle warranty, and a year's worth of free charging. This isn't just about going electric, but about making that transition feel natural, simple, and most importantly, reliable. The VITARA doesn't ask you to adapt to electric. Instead, it adapts electric to you. No caveats, no compromises. Just an electric car that works like a car should.